Hi guys, I'm Chef Shreeya from Sushi and More, Mumbai, India. My forte is Japanese food and today I'm going to show you how to make gyozas. Gyozas are very similar to dumplings that you have known. The only difference is that they're cooked in a different way. They are pan-seared and then they are steamed. So it has a crispy base and a very succulent inside. So firstly, we are going to make the dough, for which I'll be requiring about 1 cup of refined flour, along which I'll be requiring water to make the dough and some salt for seasoning. For the stuffing, I'll be requiring about 1.5 cups of cabbage, which are chopped fine, 1 cup of chicken mince. You can also use pork mince or prawn mince for this matter. I'll be using about 2 tablespoons of leeks chopped, 2 tablespoons of spring onion green chopped, 1 tablespoon of chopped ginger, 2 teaspoons of garlic chopped again, 1 tablespoon of sake. Sake is dry rice wine, or you can use a dry white wine as well. This is sesame oil, for which I'm going to use about 2 teaspoons. Then there is soy sauce, which is about 1 tablespoon again. I'm using 2 teaspoons of castor sugar, some salt and pepper for seasoning, and lastly a little bit of oil to cook the gyozas. In order to know how to make gyozas now, the first thing that we do is take the bowl of chopped cabbage, to which I add some chopped leeks. I'll add some salt to it so that it kind of rests for a while, and also that there's the excess moisture that's there. Meanwhile, I'll just heat up some water for the dough. Just make it lukewarm. Take the refined flour, a big bowl, add some salt for seasoning, not too much. It should be just about warm to touch. Why is it necessary to make the dough first? Is because you need to let the dough rest for some time. Ideally, the gyozas are always made out of pork mince or beef mince, but with chicken it doesn't taste that bad either. Just knead it a little bit more. The next thing is I'm going to squeeze out the excess moisture that's formed, okay, that's kind of oozed out from the cabbage and the leeks. Empty out the cabbage and the leek mixture inside, and just try and squeeze out the water. And now we'll add the rest of the ingredients. Also, you see that I've not really minced my cabbage very fine because you want that texture. That's chicken mince. Spring onions, as I said, about 2 tablespoons. Ginger, garlic, about 2 teaspoons. Sake or dry white wine. Sesame oil. This is the Japanese roasted sesame oil. If you don't get this, you can use the regular sesame oil that's available in the market. Soy sauce. Sugar, some pepper powder for taste, and then you mix up all these ingredients very well. So dough has been resting for about 20 minutes. I'll be requiring some refined flour to dust the dough. It will help to roll it out better. Take a rolling pin and just start rolling it out like you do for your chapatis. So when the dough is, or when the sheet is too thick, what happens is when you're cooking it, it leaves that very rubbery feel in your mouth, which a lot of people don't like. Personally, even I don't like it. It has to be thin and stuffed with a lot of filling in it. Just before cutting it, just take out, like lift the sheet for the last time. Put enough refined flour on the base. This is a very regular dough cutter. Make sure that the size is not too small, otherwise what happens is when you're trying to stuff it in, you won't have enough stuffing that would stay in. Just cut. Remember to dust the dough cutter. Hold the sheet in a way on your fingers. You can try doing with a little stuffing for the first time, and then it's just pinching and folding. Again, pinching and folding. So in order to cook these gyozas, first I'm going to heat some oil in a non-stick pan. Make sure that you have a pan which has a lid available. The oil is hot enough. So align them like tiny little soldiers. Now what we are looking at here first is a slightly crispy base. So once we get that color, we need to add water to it. It will take about 2 to 3 minutes to get that color, and another about 4 minutes to 5 minutes to cook the whole gyozas. Alright, I think that's good enough. Just put a thin layer of water, let's say about a centimeter or so, and let the gyozas just cook in steam. So I see it's almost done. The water has almost evaporated. But I'll still leave it on for a few minutes to get that nice crisp base that I'm looking at. You can tell that a gyoza or any kind of dumpling is done once you can see what the insides are. So once you start, if you can figure out, or rather see through the skin, if you can see the stuffing, that means they're almost done. So these are gyozas, which are Japanese style pan-seared dumplings. You can enjoy them with the same kind of sauce that you serve with tori karage or Japanese style fried chicken, which comprises of some soy sauce, some sesame oil, some chili oil and some rice vinegar, along with some Japanese chili pepper. If you like this recipe, do subscribe to India Food Network. For any queries, comments, or if you have any recipe in mind that you would want me to make, do write in. I'll be most happy to assist. Domo arigatou gozaimasu.